Welcome back. So I need to go and check what we were doing because it's been a while for me and I don't remember. We have dots, so I guess we got some stuff. We have 4 skill points, which is kind of a lot. So we could maybe put points in here or use those with these pots. But I don't know if I want. I kind of want to put one over here somewhere. But I need to think about which one I want because sometimes you need to level up. What is it? Certain things to open up stuff. I'm not explaining it very well, but like, can the game show me if I get somewhere? It will tell me that I need to update something for it to work. So I guess it's physical instrument volition, these things. So let's see, what do we have? A lot of composure, electrochemistry. Physical instrument comes up quite a bit. I don't know how high that needs to be. So I'm thinking electrochemistry or physical instrument because I see those two the most. Physical instrument is 2, which is kind of low. Let's see, what's this about? Flex powerful muscles, enjoy healthy organs. It's kind of important. Cool for muscle men, bare knuckle brawlers, gym teachers. Physical instrument is not only your muscles and your skeleton, it is your ability to use them effectively. It enables you to do push-ups, sit-ups, knockout punches, and 360-degree spin kicks. It's a one-size-fits-all solution to thriving and surviving in the physical world. At high levels, a physical instrument breaks doors, that's kind of handy, chains and bones, and it makes you laugh at the namby-pansies who can't. What's that word? You'll be manned up, encouraging others to curl iron until they're manned up too. At lower levels, however, you'll have a hard time arresting anyone who isn't infirm or already dead. Indeed, engaging in physical confrontations could leave you in either state. So let's do this, because I think it's important, and I don't think we can level up skill cap. Oh, like put more than 1 point into one thing at the same time? But we could also spend 2, because empathy was also in there a lot. I don't know what these... Oh, is this... I can level this up 1 time and this 3 times. Is that what that means? Let's also put 1 in empathy. Let's see, I can level this up 2 more times. Bonus from thoughts -1. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because physique is 1. Oh, but these 2 I can level up more, so... I don't know. Well, accept and close. Because I still don't understand this game. Journal. Dead body on boardwalk. That's right, that's what we found. Another dead body, this time on the Martinez boardwalk on the coast. Search the man's remains and follow the leads to see if you can verify his identity. Call station, examine library card. Let's do that, because we have that right here somewhere, I think. This, interact.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
So we have a name.
Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned.
Isn't that woman that is searching for her, what's it called? Mundane husband? No, working class husband. Sorry. Standing in front of the library. I thought that's where she was.
Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
I don't know why that matters, but fine. Look at backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
So basically they're open right now because it's 12:30. But there's a phone booth right here, so is there a main menu? I've never seen this before. Oh my god, how long have I been playing this game? This is the first time I see this. And the question mark, which is nothing. All right. Anyway, I wanted to say there's a phone booth right over here, so maybe just use that, and I hope the game remembers the number because I'm not writing it down.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Méjean.
Ah, that's annoying. Put it away. Can we not use the phone booth right here? What's this? White envelope. White envelope with a stamp attached to the upper right corner, handed to you by Everclear. Oh, but didn't I? This is for the autographs, right?
You take the legal documents out of the envelope.
Yeah, we did that. So I don't know why that lit up. Maybe because we got the autographs. Could make sense. What else is new? Take stuffed bird. Oh, right. We found that stupid bird. Find Morel. You told Lena Morel is missing because of the broken water lock. She's still worried he hasn't come back. Let Morel know if you see him. Start by going there. So we check that off. My map updated, but I don't know why or how. No, I don't know. So we could do a bunch of stuff. We could continue this investigation. Wait, I'm gonna try the phone booth right here if this works. So that's just the easiest, and I don't have to go all the way back.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
And dial a random number. See, it's the only thing I can do. That's so annoying. Never mind. So that doesn't work. So we could go back, call the station, and call the library, which we need to do at his kinema. Apparently, we need to go to guard. We still need to find Morel. I don't think I have seen everything here, so maybe let's explore a bit more before we go back. Because we haven't been to the right over here, I think. And maybe there's something important here and I don't want to miss anything. Because you never know. What's this? Must have taken a lot of patience to do this. There's someone here. Who's this? Are you Mr. Morel?
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing.
I have some questions.
I'm listening.
A cold wind blows in from the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth, looking up at you. What's your name?
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Estelle, who? I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business.
Okay, it's Berger.
She hesitates.
A very common name. You have little reason to doubt that's her real name. But she's not all that surprised by this cop show questioning, is she?
What's that device you have there?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
She breathes on her freezing fingers. And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's that?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother? What am I supposed to do with this?
No idea.
Where did you get it?
Same place I got the recorder from, the Palaceum.
Probably a hangout for you junior delinquents. Back to the mic, if you will. What is that?
Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole.
She forgets herself for a moment.
It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Or really be a Palaceum going kind of person.
She looks you over, assessing your age. I get down. On second thought, let's go back to the contact mic.
Yes?
How does it work?
The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The book said it only picks up structure-born sound, if you like technobabble.
Structure-born sound. I had some non-mic questions.
Okay.
You seem surprisingly comfortable with being questioned. Why is that?
Well, it's just questioning, right? You're just questioning me. It's what cops do.
So you've been questioned before?
Fast and clean, a good one. Can't quite say it's a lie, but it feels like one. She's better at lying than she'd like everyone to know.
Have you been questioned before?
Once or twice, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't had the Ravers show experience they get east of the river.
So what trouble you've gotten into?
The usual. I had a shitty run as a teenager.
What's that?
You know, drinking, getting into fights. The ugly stuff that happens when you move out your parents' place at 13. In Forberg.
Interesting term. Time to glean some knowledge.
Why did you need to move out at such a young age?
My dad was a drunk. Plus, I guess, I just wanted to drink too, you know. Get my party on.
I can say a lot. You know what? I think you've really learned something from all those times you've been questioned. Some of your lies have been pretty good. I get that. I'm a major party animal myself. Major. Drinking, partying, and disco music are bad for you. You should take me as a warning example. I'm gonna say that because it's very true.
She nods very cautiously.
What are you doing out here in the cold?
Recording, I guess.
And what are you recording exactly?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too. Not sure how that will sound.
She scratches her forehead. Wait, what happened to the headphones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
So drugs?
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
I bet. And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Elysium used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
Just not.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway.
She rubs her shoulders and looks around.
I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
Take this, you're cold.
Lieutenant begins to take off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. Give her your hat. Do I have a hat? Here you need more than I do. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is? Let's just go to the other questions because I don't really care about this stuff.
Go ahead.
I can say this, but it's 17. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. But it's very low. But I can retry it. But I'm never gonna get it. Always loses, always wins. Let's try it.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron logo adorns the yellow plastic cover. Underneath you see a reel of tape rolling. You put the device back on the ice.
Do I need it for something? Locked. Put skill points into empathy. Didn't I do that? I think I did. So I need to put in more. I don't wanna. Leave.
Okay, bye.
Turns her attention back to the recording device. You do that. What's this? Paint it with pastels. Someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. And I can go in here or something? What is this?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
It's safe to assume this is their leader, or at least he thinks he is.
Yeah, squeeze in.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
He points his thumb at the lieutenant.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Aren't I too old for this?
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm just curious.
I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Well, if that isn't an insult, I don't know what is. He gestures for you to squeeze in. Oh, it's kind of a big tent. What's this? A pile of nasal sprays, brand name Nosafat Ultra. Canisters filled with what appears to be water. The label says distilled. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Let's speak to them then.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Walshy tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
Say nothing.
Hardcore!
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
All right.
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yegs and args. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it. Or maybe it's not Gotwaldian. Maybe it's Oranese. Probably an homage to Oranje, where Arno van Eyck is from, judging by his name. Could you be listening to an Arno van Eyck creation right now?
So this is the famous Van Eyck I'm hearing.
You know about him?
He moves his mouth, but sound doesn't come out. His eyes are the size of saucers. Looks like you've rendered him speechless.
You know Van Eyck?
Yeah, I'm a major Eyck head.
Wow!
The skinny wraith looks at you with some disbelief.
Yeah, I would too.
So am I! So am I!
He begins to shake his head so everyone would understand.
Oh! Is that why they call you Egghead? Because...
Andre almost falls over backward from the realization.
Egghead to the mega! The K became the G! The boy became the man! The Advent?
Could there have been a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
I have a new task. Solve the egghead puzzle. What puzzle? What? What do you want me to do? There has to be some way to talk to this person. You just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again, find your way out of this maze of things to say? All right.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
Is it?
It's hardcore!
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibber-dee, skibber-danger. I am the rearranger.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
All right, I don't know. Let's speak to those two. I don't know.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
That's nice, I guess.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, he's kinda decent, maybe.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like.
Also, by the way, the lieutenant could have easily fit here besides me. I mean, there's enough room for 2, 3, 4 maybe, if need be.
Imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come. It will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy.
Let's shake his hand.
His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Like he's been doing the entire time.
An Egghead.
So this is the leader? I thought that grim-looking guy was the leader.
Egg!
He yells. The tape player high above his head continues to blast strange music.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
You don't say.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
Was this something you wanted?
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dope heads. burnouts.
He angrily spits on a screw, then starts cleaning it. Useful.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revershoal.
Strike that! The word!
Well, this guy just likes to exaggerate everything, doesn't he?
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there were the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
What kind? Or I won't stand for narcomaniacs of any kind. No narcomaniacs on my watch. Shake your head gravely. I don't know.
The spooky kind.
What exactly do you mean?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Do you really want that?
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just wanna spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for.
I'll look into it. Tell me more. Get the desk. I'll make up my mind later. I have questions for you first, or the police have more important things to do right now, kid. Get the desk.
All right, man.
And the task is help Ravers start a nightclub. Wait, what? I thought we were gonna save the church. Did I misunderstand? Also, I didn't pay attention, honestly, because it took too long. He claps his hands enthusiastically.
Andre's obviously very happy you took him seriously. The whole tent is. The boys exchanged giddy looks.
Did you put the padlock on the door?
Yes. I asked Noy to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
Alright, so give me a way to open it.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
The speed freak dips into his belt pack and produces a yellow key. He then makes a sudden cool-infused move, tossing it in your general direction. But I can catch that. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you, let it fall to the ground, then pick it up like a normal adult person. This is gonna fail, isn't it?
You sense the
it
trajectory
isn't.
of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left.
Catch it.
Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly.
Play it cool.
The speed freak nods to you. A respectful nod. You proved something here.
How long have those people been locked in there?
Not long. Like a week, maybe?
A week. He shrugs. How can you be sure they haven't starved to death?
I'm super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're still alive.
If not your murderers.
Somewhere in the ruinous past that led you here, there was something called exams. You may have learned the term involuntary manslaughter there.
Exactly. Andrew, do you know what involuntary manslaughter means? 85% is not good enough when you're dealing with another person's physical well-being. Is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Let's say this.
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives.
Can you not... how do I put this? You need like water or fluids for, I don't know, every 2 days. And if you don't get that, then you die. Not from hunger, but from thirst. I think, isn't that right? So they can be alive, can they? Sounds like nonsense.
You're right. It is nonsense. Total garbage. I knew you'd see through it. You're one smart cop.
I get by. Now where was I with the padlock?
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Right, other question.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
Who exactly are these people inside the church who are dead, probably?
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses.
You haven't even seen them and you want the police involved?
Well, there's also the machinery.
He leans in for emphasis.
When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together. So about 2 weeks ago, we came here hoping to set the stuff up. Suddenly, there are all these strange machines lying around in there.
One of them has wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Oh, he isn't.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
But you haven't physically seen anyone.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. A couple of times. And we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it.
What was that about something watching you? More about the machinery? So how can you be sure that burnouts and dope heads if you haven't even seen them?
Well, honestly, I can't. But I am.
But I am.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
Wow, you can't, but you do. I should add weaponized How did you say that? Idiocy to my own repertoire. I don't see a single thing wrong with that argument.
Hey now, I'm 70% sure they're substance abusers.
He furrows his brow.
Don't let all that technology fool you. Where do you think the drugs come from?
He makes little quotation marks with his fingers when he says technology. What was that about something watching you?
Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost. Do you know what he means?
No.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man.
A crab man?
Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
Wasn't it just a crab?
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Ambush behavior, not crab man.
Crab man!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. A cell was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
Oh, don't believe
There
anything.
probably is no crab man. Don't let them draw you in with this nonsense.
Can you tell me more about the
You
machinery?
should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station too. Probably, very likely.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Sure. What?
What's the deal with Egghead? I want to talk to him.
He's a quiet man. Mostly communicates through music. And by being a master of ceremonies.
What's that?
You know, a host. A declaimer of slogans. He's a performer. Gets the people going.
Alright, is that the guy when the DJ plays music, he just yells, alright, let's go, and stuff like that? Like, yeah, yeah. You know, to hype up the crowd?
Interesting, sire. A bit like you, then. An MC for short.
MC, right, that's what I mean. How do you communicate with him?
Well, he's just kind of here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
He shrugs. Have you ever really talked to him?
Yeah, sometimes. When I stumble and find my way into his centre, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously, choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
You mentioned some kind ecclesiasts own the church. Who are they?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
Yeah, I bet I can say it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Mask it. Now humor me.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Good. Now let's talk about something
Yes.
else. I wanted to ask you about this tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
I see you brought your own water.
Yeah, good to have, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, I did some reconnaissance. I'm not sure the church even has running water.
And it's distilled too.
Oh,
He doesn't know what to say.
it's the one they sell at the fuel station.
It's like he's lying to you, my liege. But he's slippery enough that there's nothing for you to grab hold of.
What's with all the nose I've had?
The what now?
He leans in to hear you better. Point at the bottles of nasal spray in the corner. The whatever. I wanted to know about another thing. Let's just do that. You have a lot of it lying around.
Oh, the old Ultra.
Here comes a lie.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection, stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter, can't even breathe.
Are they using it like drugs or something? You sound fine to me.
Yes, that's all Nosafed's doing. Without the Noser, I'd be drowning in shit right now.
He nods energetically.
Nosafed is the shit.
Can I have some? I have some nose problems too.
Sure. Here you go, officer. The Noser. Blast away.
It's a healing item. Cool. He picks one up from the corner and hands it to you. All right enough.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little relieved.
Mine is too convinced you're a smart cop. What's this? Maybe everything isn't quite as you've been told. Take a moment to analyze. Wait, why am I getting punished? 'Cause I'm smart? Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.